Hey YouTube, what is occurring? Welcome to another video with your boy Tony. Hope you're doing well. So, this video we're going to talk about, I know what I want to talk about, but I don't know how to explain. I don't know what to call the video. The best I come up with so far is 5 games that would blow my mind as a child. So what I mean by that, it's quite obvious. What I mean by that is, I don't know, 10-year-old Tony, if I could travel back in time, or he could travel forward in time, and if I could show him 5 games, kind of modern, most of them are modern-ish games, that would absolutely blow little Tony's mind away, okay? Does that make any sense? I hope it does. Okay, and there will be 2 channels tagged, so stay tuned. There will be homework should you wish to accept your homework. Okay, so I'll do my tags at the end. I enjoy these kind of videos. Okay, so the first game, so at the age, I want to say I was 10 years old. Okay, so I've really put a lot of thought into this. I got 5 games here. And the first thing I thought, what did I love more than anything as a 10-year-old? It was Star Wars. Star Wars was my jam, you know. Still is, I suppose. So the first game I'd show little Tony is Star Wars Battlefront 2. The graphics is probably the one thing that would blow my mind. Again, think what we had back when I was 10. I was playing on the Sega Master System. So imagine going from Sega Master System to this game, you know. So the sound effects, the story, but mostly I think the graphics, and the other thing would blow my mind as well. So I grew up with the 4, 5 and 6 episodes, 4, 5 and 6. There's a couple of spoilers in there. Yeah, that would totally blow my mind back in the day, that would. Okay, so that's number 1. The next 2 are kinda, I'd like to show young Tony these 2 for kind of the same kind of reason. So first one is The Witcher Wild Hunt, because again, probably most of us, we liked sword fighting, monsters and demons, zombies or whatever, and you can kind of do your own thing. So yeah, again, it's a beautiful looking game as well, if you didn't know. I'll probably be showing, if I remember, the back footage. Everyone's played The Witcher, haven't they? The Witcher 3. So, yeah, that's the other game I would show young Tony. I just think, oh my god, that's so cool. I wouldn't have a clue what it means, The Witcher. That wouldn't have meant anything to me back when I was 10 years old. But just the monsters and the world that you could get lost in, you know. So yeah, that's my second pick. The third one, similar kind of reason, is Skyrim. So it's like, basically, I would say to little Tony, you can buy your own house. There's dragons. You've got to fight dragons. You can have an axe, a sword. You can have magic, bow and arrow, anything. The sky's the limit, literally, in this game. Yeah, so it's like you could get almost lost. You could live in this fantasy world, you know. This is kind of the dream game, I suppose. So it's like, I don't know, it's like young Tony used to have these fantasy dreams of living in this Dungeons and Dragons kind of universe. Like I grew up watching like Legend, all those kind of movies. So that's the closest I think we've got to having that become reality, you know. So yeah, that's my third pick. This game, it's probably the oldest game I've got here, is Far Cry 3, okay? I remember, actually, I played the first Far Cry on the Xbox, but then it wasn't for me. And then I was in work and someone was explaining this game, and they said, oh, have you played Far Cry 3? And I said, not really my cup of tea. And they were saying, really? I thought you'd enjoy this. and they were basically saying it's like a Paradise Island. Paradise Island, where basically like you gotta go hunting to upgrade your ammo pouch and armor. You gotta hunt the shark and stuff like that. That's just like sides. That's not even anything to do with the story. You know? That's just upgrading. That's these little adventures. But I think I would absolutely have loved that game back in the day, or the idea of that game back in the day. You know. So yeah, my fourth pick is Far Cry 3. And this one is a game it's a franchise I've grown up with, okay? Like M. Bison's like my dad, basically, okay? So coming in at number 5 is Street Fighter 6. And in particular, I'd love to show young Tony, like I think I was older than 10. I was, I think, 12 or 13 the first time I saw Street Fighter 2 in the arcade. But I'd love to, like, I know it's impossible, but that moment I first saw Street Fighter 2, I remember it clearly. It was the Dalsim stage, okay? But when I saw, my favourite stage was the Guile stage with the jet fighter plane thing in the background. I'd love to, the first time I seen that, to go, right, tap little Tony on the shoulder, and I know it's silly, check this out, and just show him that the updated stage, the very same stage on Street Fighter 6. And I don't know, my mind would probably explode. Like, oh my god, it's too much, kind of thing. Yeah, so that is coming in at number 5. They're not in order, but this would probably be the 5 games I would like to show young Tony, you know. So again, like, look how far we've come with video games, you know. So just imagine playing, again, great games, Ninja Gaiden on the Master System, Ghouls and Ghosts on the Sega Master System, and then jumping from those to this, do you know what I mean? Again, those games hold up, those games I just mentioned, okay? But again, back then, like, the graphics, I don't know, were they more important? I don't know. Maybe as a little kid, they were more important to me, you know. But visually, we've come on a hell of a long way. Those games are great fun, but so are these great fun as well. But the other thing I think would surprise me a lot is how long the games are now. So like Ghouls and Ghosts, for example, it was a long game because I had to complete it twice, basically. I had to go and get that super weapon. But like, for example, like The Witcher 3, there's hours and hours and hours. Skyrim. And there's different characters you can pick and do different factions and stuff like that. There's hundreds of hours just there in those 2 games, you know. So yeah, I think we've come a long way when you really, really think about it, you know what I mean? Okay, so it's a shorter video than usual. So again, I won't be live. This is going up instead of my live on Monday. So Monday Night Live with Tony, because I've got a new job, basically. And I'm working nights, or starting at 7:45. So yeah, late. So, I hope you enjoyed that little video, okay? It's very strange as well. Time for Tony to ramble now. Very strange that I'm not alive. I can't remember the last time I actually did a video. It's probably my Master Quest, my Sega Master System videos. But it's very strange just talking to you, but you're not there yet. Do you know what I mean? Hello, future people. Right, so I'm going to tag 2 channels, and I think it is interesting. And you don't have to do it, guys, but if you do, have a look at your collection and just think, what games? And I was like quite nostalgic. I was putting myself back to little Tony, and just a nice little 5-minute thing. And then I thought, these games would just blow my mind. I probably could have made 10 games quite easily, do you know what I mean? But yeah, those are the 5 that I think stood out the most. Okay, so on to the tags. Sorry, you don't have to do it, okay? So first channel I'm going to tag is Girl Pain, and the second channel is Smaug237. I have to write that down because I know the name Smaug, but 237. I don't want to get that wrong. You will be tagged in the video as well. feel free to tag me. This is an open tag as well, so if anyone else wants to jump on board and do a VR, you are more than welcome. There we go, short and sweet tonight. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great rest of the week. Love you, bye.